Welcome to this week's edition of Mainly Motorsports. I'm your host, Steve Perry. Still looking for Amy. It's like that years ago on Channel 13, Where's Amy? Well, we got to find Amy, but actually I do know Amy, and I do see Amy. Amy's been feeling a little bit, actually a lot under the weather the last couple of weeks, and we hope that she starts feeling better, but we were able to catch up with her Friday night out at Bartlett Bridge Raceway as her and I co-sponsored, along with Lee Mortensen, his Dash for Cash evening, and big field of cats out there. Eddie Pettingale, the entire Stewart family. What a great job they do on a facility race Friday nights under the lights. Dirt race. We all talk about dirt track racing, and unfortunately we don't really have that track around that is that facility that runs on a weekly basis with the dirt for the cars. But we do have it for the go-karts, and that's Bartlett Bridge Raceway. And what a great turnout, 70-plus karts. A lot of short-track racers are in attendance, whether they're racing with their kids, helping out somebody they know, one of their crew members that races, or just being a fan. And it was a great night of racing out there at Bartlett Bridge, and we'll have some highlights later on in some of the divisions. And Lee Mortensen once again steps up, pays big money. His Pro Stock division, the LO 206, a real affordable class, a kind of a spec motor program, and 21 karts showed up, so that's unheard of. There's a lot of racetracks that would love to have 21 race cars in their division. So Eddie and the whole crew up there doing something right. But we were there Friday night. Saturday we traveled to White Mountain Motorsports Park, and one of my favorite facilities, and one of the things I've been there, I don't know how many times, numerous times over the years. One thing that it struck me this weekend is how confined the facility is, and I say that in a good way. You're sitting in the stands. You have the pits right to your left and right across from you, so you could see a lot of action. You could see things happening. You can see cars rolling back to the grid under cautions. The parking lot's right behind you. Everything is just, it's a quarter-mile bull ring, and pretty neat to have that whole setup. And the way it's laid out, the Averys, when they did this facility 26 years ago, they knew what they were doing, and Pat Malone and Chris Michaud haven't changed a thing, and it's just business as usual up there. And quality of racing, really good. The Pro All-Star Series was the highlight event. This weekend they brought their Honey Badger Street Stock Series, the Modifieds, and their Super Late Models. But one thing that was left to settle over there at White Mountain Motorsports Park, it was actually settled, the championship. Quinny Welch picked up another championship over there. One of the good guys, one of the nice guys, just a good, hard racer, respected by the competitors, the track, the sponsors, and he had already wrapped things up, but they had one race that was left from a rainout earlier in the month that they were finishing up, so we were there, we caught the highlights, and then enjoyed the highlights for the last late model, the Foley's Oil and Propane late model race of the season over there at White Mountain Motorsports Park.
right here and everything. Congratulations, you had a little bit of a rough season in 2019, including a wreck where you destroyed the car in the back straightaway. But you guys were able to persevere and you walk away in the final race with the final checkered flag for the late models here.
Yeah, it's been a really trying season, and there's been a few times I'd rather just stay at home than come to the track, but Mom and Maria and Billy, they put a lot of hours into the car and a lot of money, so they give me the best car they can, and tonight we finally had a good start spot, and everything worked out for once.
Well, there you go. Let him hear it. Final.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
I'm Melinda. My husband Steve and I operate E-Keys for Cars in Saco. E-Keys is family-owned with over 20 years in the car key business. Need an extra key? We promise to provide the best quality at a good price. Walk-ins are always welcome with no appointment ever needed. You'll be in and out in minutes. And yes, E-Keys still handles emergencies. But why wait? E-Keys for Cars, Route 1 on the Auto Mile in Saco.
E-Keys for Cars.
Wiscasset Speedway, west on the road. Wiscasset is celebrating 50 years as the fastest track in the state of Maine. Join us for great events all season long, like the Coastal 200 and the Boss Hog 150, plus visits from NEMA, the 350, Smack Supermods, Nell Car Legends, and more. For complete details, go to WiscassetSpeedway.com or find us and like us on Facebook. Wiscasset Speedway, celebrating 50 years as Maine's biggest and fastest.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by LKQ Core. Any part, any repair, anywhere. Located on Route 202 in Gorham.
Wiscasset Speedway, Maine's biggest and fastest, with $5 admission every weekend and loads of family fun. Check us out at WiscassetSpeedway.com.
Welcome back to Mainly Motorsports, and like we made reference to, Bartlett Bridge Raceway was the place to be this past Friday night, and remember some of these names that you hear and you read about on Facebook and social media, and you hear from the track announcers Rusty Poland and Charlie Sanborn, and because that's your next wave of short track races throughout New England, and some really good young and upcoming talent coming right up through Bartlett Bridge Raceway, Richmond Karting Speedway, Route 106 Race Park, go-karting. I know we got some of these younger, the NEMA Lights, and we're going to highlight them at the end of the show. NEMA Lights, four-cylinder Pro Stocks, got some young kids there that are really getting it done. But go-karts, those are our next wave. Those are the kids you're going to hear about. And it's funny, as I was at White Mountain Motorsports Park, and I was sitting there, and I'm like, I feel like I'm back at Richmond. I'm hearing the names of Reed Lamfer, Austin Terrace, Colby Benjamin, Ryan Nelson. These kids, they were running around. Just unbelievable how quick it happens. But thank you to Caitlin Osborne was in attendance, and Caitlin's going for 100 racetracks, race events this year, and she's closing in on it. So that's pretty amazing. So she got some highlights from some of the support divisions and the big Pro Stock feature that paid $500 to win, and the big hardware from Four Seasons Synthetic. So enjoy these go-karting highlights, and they still got a couple of races left, so still an opportunity to get out there and support Bartlett Bridge Raceway and these young racers.
Okay, with the jump to the 1-2. We saw that 42 car with all kinds of speed on the outside of Grayson. Dave bikes back on the bottom. Here comes Speed Max to the inside of Southgate. He will clear this time. Third, 3, 4. We have a battle for this Colby Wilson and wow. Crazy day. Totally doesn't quite get the speed. Here comes Colby Wilson on the outside once again. He runs it down the back stretch. He's not quite clear. He makes himself clear. Wilson, your new leader. Oh, for the power move on the outside, but he's got trouble on back for the 27. 3 laps to go this time by for the 5 and Colby Wilson. let that healthy event over the Coldly with the under Jackson 29 of Racing Station Locator. Colby Wilson can probably just go half throttle right now and still take home the second. He's got about a 3/4. And the white flag is in the yard for the 5 cars. Colby Wilson down the back stretch for the last on a healthy lead. Looks like nothing's going to stop him. This time on the turn board, the number 5 is Colby Wilson. Line up here, Major Win. 5 is Colby Wilson. Followed by the 29 active Matthew Colby. Here's the all-clear signal. Colby, Daniel Hardy going to take the field down the turn down to turn 22. And that was a great start, but here comes Gavin. He was good. The heat race looking to be good. The future protection side. Here comes Hardy. These guys are doing crossover after crossover. Now, Daniel Hardy looks the inside of Cole Burnett, or excuse me, Carter Burnett. One of the men already. Again, Hardy took a bullet at the back door. Gavin doing a great job trying to keep back in on the inside lane there. He tries to do a P2, but it's not long. Here comes Burnett. Burnett just got Gavin back up. Here comes Carter at 31. High one to hit the Cormier to P3. Caleb Cormier putting on an absolute clinic right now. And he's getting his way all the way up to the third spot. But one more side over this time. Daniel Hardy to hold off the corner, however, that's uncaught up speed all year long, hunting him down for the top spot. However, Daniel Hardy now getting a little bit sideways up off the turn number 2, trying to hold off the 12 car. 2 laps to go this time by for the third place. Cormier all over the back of their Hardy. He's just hoping for the second thing that last traffic once again. They both think about it. Here comes Cormier to the inside. White flag is on. Who's going to make the right decision? It's going to be Harding or Cormier. Harding gets the inside of last traffic. Gets a little bit of gas over through 3 and 4. Harding. Now we're feet. Side by side. Down the back. Matty Kimmel with a great start this time down the outside. Looks like Jacoby Bates will go around this time at 3-4. However, going to try to get him on top. Take the word side by side. We remain. Connor Klinger from the Pullman point down through turn 3 and 4. So look now, here comes Marcel Cormier. Oh, we've got Clark Airborne and everything. Cormier seems to be the big winner here out of everybody. He goes from here tonight. Connor, Bobby, Kevin, the field over. Again, your race leader, the 11, Connor Cormier. The 21, the longest Marcel, you can hear the tires wheel of 11. Then Connor Cormier, he's just still down. However, I'm driving might come into play as close to the winner. Coming up on the leader. Your leader, Ryan Cormier, coming off the turn 4 this time. 3 laps to go to the last one. DJ Murphy starting to chip away just a little bit down. He might be a little bit too late. DJ Murphy, 2 laps to go to try and run back the leader. He's only got about 4 car lengths to do it. He has no pressure from behind, but 1 more lap now for the 11, Connor Cormier, to take home checkered flag. DJ Murphy definitely looks to be running that 11 down a little bit longer. This time on turn 4, your winner, Connor Cormier. Followed by the green flag racing for $1,000 on the line. Oh, we got one hard in the fence already. Ryan Green not off to a good start. I know this time start about just a left door racing. Keep an eye out on that 0-1 to Mike Terry. He has a pole position to reach through third. He's now all the way back in action. Again, we got a cluster going off the pit. We got his way through lap traffic. Behind him, Josh Tapp has got a straightaway. Just lead him back in for the lead. But up front again, Jared Bedore, taking through lap traffic, and we have another car change out going down to the center. Top breaker down. We're halfway down this time for your race leader, Jared Bedore. These guys and girls definitely clicking the last off now. Maybe just a little bit of scare is what they needed. After a rough start to this one, we're having a nice, neat, single file race on the end oil gas for Tap. That way from lap traffic coming up on the back of the third from Cordero. He gets the inside, makes easy work of him. One more driver to go, John Tap now going to his bumper. That earlier, he was up in P2, now looks like he's falling back all the way to P5. Pretty impressive for Jared Bedore, lapping all the way up to P5. That 66 car is on rails tonight. Bedore putting on an absolute clinic here. Again, $500 possibly going to go to the income. Five believes in the air this time by 5 left to go for Jared Bedore to 66. 5 laps down. The worst thing that the Bedore likes to see right now is a coffee email to a healthy lead. Following up more of early Gary, a previous winner of this race. All sorts of previous winners in this race right now. Tonight, it's the story of the 66 of Jared Bedore. He's out front with 2 laps to go, and he keeps his pace up, and he continues to run the lap traffic. Minus right here. All left in that section. Bedore all the way up to the 4th place as he laps towards the ball on this time off the turn 4. Here he is going out there, synthetic winner, Jared Bedore.
Welcome to Mainely Motorsports.
To order a copy of this show, send a check or money order for $15, including shipping and handling to Mainely Motorsports, 2 Main Street, Suite 17-103, Biddeford, Maine, 04005. And please add the show number in the description of the show.
Looking for a great time, great people, and great food? Then visit New England's #1 biker destination, Bentley's Saloon, owned by legendary super modified driver Bentley Warren. Bentley's is a biker bar that welcomes everyone. Staying in the area, Bentley's has their own full-service campground right on site. Tuesdays, Bentley's Cruise Night attracts car enthusiasts from all over New England. Located on Route 1 in Arundel, Bentley's Saloon guarantees a great time. Check out the fun at BentleySaloon.com and see why Bentley says, who has more fun than us?
Don't deal with just anybody to seal coat your driveway or business this season. Call Black Magic. They bring over 20 years of experience in seal coating and crack filling. Black Magic's skilled team makes sure the job is always done right, on schedule with quality workmanship at a fair price. Protect your investment in your driveway by getting it sealed with Black Magic.
Ooh, Black Magic.
My name is Scott. This is Devin. We're the owners of Black Magic Seal Coating. Let us earn your business today. You'll be glad you did.
Football fans, have we got a deal for you? VIP Tour and Charter Bus Company is offering round-trip transportation to Gillette Stadium to watch the New England Patriots make another run for the Super Bowl. Ride in style knowing we're doing the driving. So if you've got a ticket, we've got your ride. It doesn't get any better than that. Just log on to VIPChartercoaches.com, click on the Browse Book Tour button, and book your trip today. It's that simple. Relax and leave the driving to us, and we'll leave the tailgating to you.
White Mountain Motorsports Park. The Pro All-Star Series has made visits there a couple times a year for the past 15, 20 years, and one in the middle of summer and one in the fall. And the fall always coincides with something going on over at Loudon, and this weekend was no different. But great car count, 27 Super Late models rolled in there. Great crowd, great atmosphere, and now we got a great point battle because of what took place over there this past week. But you're going to see that a little bit later in the show. But the Dwarfs, a little extra money on the line for the 7-Eleven Dwarfs over there, the Pats Mods, and the Honey Badger Street Stock Series. So, and we appreciate all the support from White Mountain Motorsports Park. As you'll see, the hardware in these. What we did was we're the official trophy supplier, Mainly Awards, is of White Mountain Motorsports Park. So I really appreciate what they allow us to do, and I know the competitors were happy with what we did this past weekend, and looking forward to some other things finishing up the year at not only there but some other tracks. But enjoy the highlights from the Dwarfs, the Street Stocks, and the Pass Modifieds.
by the 60, and then you got by the 33, and now you've made yourself $500.
That's how we do it out here. On the outside, we're not going to try for the easy way. Had a blast running against Colby. He was doing a heck of a job in the 33 Wiseman Motorsports car. It's great to see him finally. If I had to win one all year, I didn't want to beat you this year. This is the best one to win, I guess. Maybe we want to bang? Like my girlfriend Jamie, Mariah's here tonight, my mom, Gib, all my family that's here, all the dwarf car guys. You know, we had a shortage of cars this week because this year's been kind of tough on cars, but we still tried to put on a heck of a show for you guys. But we all bond together, you know, try to get these things back on the track. I thank the racetrack, you know, for having us here. All you fans for coming out and cheering for us, thanks. There you go, your winner, Jason Lyman, picking up the bacon.
then just drove away.
I really have to thank my dad. We wrecked the car last week, and he definitely was the one that worked his butt off to get this together, so I really have to big shout out to my dad, Ray Kerrigan.
Any other people you'd like to thank?
I gotta thank my buddy Brad Kimball. I gotta thank Jeremy Davis and Davis Chassis Works. He helps me with this car quite a bit as well. I gotta thank my sponsors, MainChimneyRepair.com and Hall Brothers Roofing. And thank you to all the fans.
Well, there you go, Mike Kerrigan, your winner here tonight.
For a trusted name in residential and commercial site work in the southern Maine area, call Peter Pettit Excavating. We can handle everything from the complete house lot to those nasty water and sewer line repairs. Septic systems are another area that we specialize in. During the snow season, Pettit Excavating has the equipment to handle any size job.
And when the race season arrives, be sure to follow the number 7 Hewitt's Family Restaurant Chevrolet on the past Super Late Model Tour.
Call 207-282-9305 to get the job done right. That's Peter Pettit Excavating.
You don't have to wait until the end of camping season to get your best price. Hi, I'm Scott from Scott's Recreation.
We're starting our end of season sale now. We have over 300 campers in stock and every unit is on sale. Even the 2020s, up to $16,000 off travel trailers, up to $30,000 off fifth wheels and motorhomes, up to $40,000 off toy haulers. Ask about our bi-weekly payment program to save you even more money.
Financing available, trades welcome.
Scott's Recreation, Turner and Manchester, Maine.
Our family has been in business since 1972. I'm Johnny Wolf. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. 21st Century Motors now offers low-rate credit union financing and first-time buyer programs. We have a large selection of vehicles starting at $49.90. Quality vehicles and guaranteed repairs. Come see why more than 50% of our business is repeat or referral. Visit us today on Route 25 in Gorham, Maine, or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
From our family to your family.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by
Scott's Recreation. Whether you're thinking about your first camper or looking to upgrade your current one, Scott's Recreation can help you. Get both our Route 202 Manchester and our Route 4 Turner locations and online at scottsrecreation.com.
Bentley Saloon, Route 1 in Arundel. Stop by and see why me and my friends say, who has more fun than us? We do.
Well, here's the time. Take your pencil out, take your pen out, take a piece of scrap paper, write down what we're about to tell you because it's still plenty of time to see some great racing. This is the time of year the big events take place. And it starts this weekend over at Thunder Road. The Milk Bowl, the 57th annual Milk Bowl. And this year a little bit special because Southern Jesus is coming. Yeah, that's right. Bubba Pollard. And man, he gets it done. Picked up a pro late model win this past weekend at Five Flags Speedway. And he prepares for the Snowball Derby. But right now, he's got another thing on the schedule, and that's to go to the Milk Bowl and try to add his name to that prestigious list of guys that have won that. And I talked to Bubba at the 250, and he ain't worried about kissing a cow. He's a farmer like us Northerners, and he's all set. He loves them. He's good to go. He ain't a prima donna Southern old boy that mommy and dad are stroking a big check and sending him. This kid's a racer. So if you're looking for something to do and you want to see the best short track races in all of the country, you travel over to Vermont this weekend for the Milk Bowl. See some super late model racing Saturday night and the late model race on Sunday. But that's just the start. That's the last big event in September, and then October kicks off over there at Riverside Speedway / Speedway 51, excuse me. The Humphreys have now taken ownership, and they got the Fall Brawl coming up here in a couple weeks, and a lot of events going on. The go-karters are there, and they had a good first weekend as in charge. I've talked to Mike. I've talked to his brother and Richard, and they're pretty excited. A lot of buzz over there, and they know the mayor of over there. And I don't care what the door says. I don't care what the thing on the desk says. The mayor of that area is Min Kennett, and we all know it. So Min's pretty excited to see the new ownership, and we're excited to work with them as much as we can in the future. And they've already committed to both off-season shows. So Riverside Speedway is back, and the name's back. The track is there. LaCares did a great job, and now the Humphreys are going to take it to the next level. Oktoberfest. We all know about Oktoberfest. It's a party that a race breaks out, and then a race happen, and a party breaks out. But 18 divisions, it looks like, are going to be in action, highlighted by the Granite State Pro Stock Series and the Valente Modified Twin 50s. So a lot of racing action going on over there at Lee USA Speedway, October 5th and 6th. So when I tell you to mark your calendar, I mean, there's two great choices those weekends, depending on where you're located. You got a class. I guarantee you, if you got a race vehicle, there is a class at one of those two tracks that you'll fit the rules. So get out and support these events. The following week, the Paul Bunyan 250 Speed Weekend up there at Speedway 95, that's going to be a doozy. The street stocks, the late models racing for big money. We all know about the Sumoco World Series down at Thompson. I mean, that's modified country, and you want to see some great modified racing. They'll crown the NASCAR Whelen Modified Champion this year. As they always do, they'll crown all their champions, and it is a huge, huge event. So really lots to do still in the short track racing world. And then when I told you we got a points battle going on in the Pro All-Star Series now, we got a points battle, and Oxford on the 19th is going to be that's going to be a doozy. And then they're going to wrap up with the tri-track down at Seekonk. So that's, you were there 250 weekend, you saw the tri-track race, you saw the super late models. Same thing down there at Seekonk that weekend. So mark your calendars, go to the websites, go to Facebook, search these tracks out, fit something into your schedule. You're a short track race fan, support these tracks, let them end on a high note, as short track racing is, it's going to be over before we know it, but then it'll be back before we know it. So we're going to take a break. We come back. I want to show you some highlights from the Pro All-Star Series event over there at White Mountain Motorsports Park that was a barn burner.
Hi, I'm Sean Moody. We take pride in our facilities, and at Moody's, it's what's inside that matters. We believe it's more than just the exterior looking good. It's what's inside that matters. Restoring the structure of your vehicle to factory specs is critical to your safety. I'm proud of our Moody's co-worker owners who understand the importance of protecting your valuable asset. And we all know what our most valuable asset is. It's what's inside that matters.
Servicing differentials is virtually impossible. The confined space makes fill holes difficult to reach, and industry-standard conical bottles are rigid and hard to squeeze. That combination makes for a messy job. Plus, you can't get all of the gear lube out of the bottle, so you have to buy more than you need to complete the job. And engineering your own solution only results in disaster. Not anymore. Introducing the new AMSOIL Easy Pack. Easily access hard-to-service differentials. Easily squeeze out all of the contents. And easily stay clean while you do it. No more leftover fluid or inconvenient rigid bottles. No more trouble reaching difficult fill holes. No more mess. AMSOIL Severe Gear in the new Easy Pack. The solution to all your problems.
Another first from AMSOIL. For a stocking dealer nearest you, call toll-free 877-761-8375 or visit fourseasonsynthetic.com.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
first win this year. Derek Griffith kid just stole it from you.
Yeah, we were just way too tight, but man, it's been a really, really long time. We've had put together 150 laps like this. We came here with just a few guys, and everyone busted their butts today. And we missed the first practice, and it was just, I'm tickled to come home second. But man, it's just so tough to get away with 13 to go. I would have liked to see it gone green the last 15. Because once we got rolling, the car was really, really good. And lap traffic was at times pretty interesting, but. All in all, it's a great race. There's nothing to hang our heads about. It's the best finish we've had in a couple of years.
Well, there you go. Second place finisher today, Johnny Clark. Let him hear it, folks. Derek Griffith, your winner, Governor Wells. Look at that strength. Come on. One more here. Nice, I like that. You got a big one. Congratulations. So you got the win last time out at Oxford Point Speedway, and then you're going to come here to White Mountain Motorsports cars, and you're going to go back to back and pass, the six-time champion, Mark Baker.
Yeah, I mean, we've been on a roll this year. We've had a good season, and we got a good rhythm here winning multiple races, and we're real happy. We're real good. We got spot there at the beginning, had to start dead last after hitting. And man, I had a good car. I got drugged to the back a couple times on the inside, and just showed them that last restart. I finally got to flex his muscles a little bit. I really think we love to see them through. They worked their butts off as always, and coming here where I needed to be, and had a lot of fun tonight coming from that.
Well, there you go. Here's your winner of the past 150.
When I told you things had changed, I told you things had changed. And we got ourselves a little point battle over there in the Pro All-Star Series. Is now Derek Griffith, who I think, since he won that race over there in July at White Mountain Motorsports Park, has been on a rail. And he has really cut into the deficit. Down, it's in a handful to DJ Shaw. I still think DJ, still kind of in the catbird seat. He's been through this championship battle before, being a three-time champion. But man, the pressure's on, and it was a great race over there. Derek did all he had to do, did all he could do, and after getting involved in a lap one incident, driving through the field and taking the win and passing Johnny Clark with 11 to go on a restart. So really excited. It was a great race, and looking forward to the rest of the year. So we'll take a break. We'll come back, and I want to talk about some things that happened up to Wiscasset this weekend, and we talk about showcasing some young talent. There was some on display up there.
We know Maine is hard on cars, so when your ignition won't turn or you lose your key, that just adds insult to injury. Why tow it? E-Keys for Cars technicians will solve your problem in your dooryard or at the mall and get you back on the road. AAA member? You should be. Your AAA locksmith coverage comes right off the bill. E-Keys for Cars, Maine's fast, affordable solution to your car key and lock problems. On the Auto Mile, Route 1, Saco.
E-Keys for Cars.
Our family has been in business since 1972. I'm Johnny Wolf. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. 21st Century Motors now offers low-rate credit union financing and first-time buyer programs. We have a large selection of vehicles starting at $49.90. Quality vehicles and guaranteed repairs. Come see why more than 50% of our business is repeat or referral. Visit us today on Route 25 in Gorham, Maine, or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
From our family to your family.
Wiscasset Speedway, west on the road. Wiscasset is celebrating 50 years as the fastest track in the state of Maine. Join us for great events all season long, like the Coastal 200 and the Boss Hog 150, plus visits from NEMA, the 350, Smack Supermods, Nell Car Legends, and more. For complete details, go to WiscassetSpeedway.com or find us and like us on Facebook. Wiscasset Speedway, celebrating 50 years as Maine's biggest and fastest.
You don't have to wait until the end of camping season to get your best price. Hi, I'm Scott from Scott's Recreation.
We're starting our end of season sale now. We have over 300 campers in stock and every unit is on sale. Even the 2020s. Up to $16,000 off travel trailers. Up to $30,000 off fifth wheels and motorhomes. Up to $40,000 off toy haulers. Ask about our bi-weekly payment program to save you even more money.
Financing available. Trades welcome.
Scott's Recreation, Turner and Manchester, Maine.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by
Four Season Synthetic. See them for all your AMSOIL product needs.
Moody's Collision Centers, now with 7 convenient locations. Gorham, Scarborough, Biddeford, Portland, Sanford, Lewiston, and now South Portland. Visit us at moodyscollision.com.
Welcome back to Mainely Motorsports, and we've been promoting the young racers, the young talent, and Wiscasset showcased it this past weekend. And young man, 12 years old, picked up the youngest ever championship up there at Wiscasset Speedway, bettering a young man that was 13 years old a couple years ago, Max Rowe. But the kid drives a great race car. I've talked to him, just to hear him talk about the race and how he manages a race and how he facilitates the race. And unbelievable. A young man, way ahead of his age, and great job. And if you're going to win a championship, the highway you want to do is you want to win the last race to clinch it. And that's exactly what Dominic Currett did up there at Wiscasset Speedway, as he picked up the 2019 four-cylinder Pro Stock Championship and did it with a win. And it don't get any better. On the NEMA light side of things, young man that's come through the lights. Now he's racing the big block supers for the family-owned Lock Crane Services team, and that's Ryan Griffith. But, I mean, excuse me, not Ryan Griffith. There is a Ryan Griffith that races Ryan Locke, and really talented young man. But the other night, he picked up the win, but the night was really about his younger brother, Chase Locke. And Chase had a great run, had some mechanical issues, but led the race for a long time, and great job by him. And there we talk about this young talent, and obviously they surround themselves with good people. And Dominic, as we talked about, he's got his family, got his dad, got some other people behind the scenes, his brother Devin, top star at Beach Ridge Motor Speedway in the Sports Series. Then you take Ryan and Chase. Chase, he's really in a great spot now. He's got his brother, been through all this, got his dad Jeff, obviously the grandfather Kenny, the patriarch of that team. But big support system, and great to see this happening. And they're all good people, and that's what you need in the sport to help it grow. So we're going to show some highlights from both of those events up there at Wiscasset Speedway, and remember these names, Currett and Locke.
He pulls off the racetrack. Grandpa Jeff early in the third groove. He's trying to make something happen real early on. 3 wide all through the path. Will this lap car give any trouble to the leaders as they're fighting in position first to fifth? Green flag is out. Keep on the side advantage. Dom Currett strong to the center now. Dom Currett regains the lead. Can't right clear Colby. And the Currett family celebrating here in Victory Lane. Somewhere up front of here is a little kid who's made a big feat tonight. And come around here, young man. Dad, don't go too far away. Dom Curry, come on over here. Whoop, don't break that one. Anyway, you got a bigger trophy coming in a couple weeks, buddy. What a way to nail down the championship. You knew you had to, all you had to do was keep him close and it's yours, but you didn't look like you were content to do that.
Yeah, the car was good all night. I was just really nervous before it came out for heat and feature. Gotta thank Jeff, PJ, everyone in the pits that raced me clean. Everyone here, Finn, Clay, my mom, my dad, my brother, who's watching me tonight, and everyone else. And All Things Electric, Dayton Sand and Gravel, CFC Foundation, Peter Garisi, WC Garisi, Chasing the Checker, Race Truck Service, Champion Auto Body, Conroy's Oil, and anything else I forgot.
Now, I'm going to ask you one more question. This is an important one. You realize this track is 50 years old this year, right? And you're, what, 12 years old? You know what kind of history you made tonight, buddy?
Yeah.
You are the youngest champion in this track's 50-year history. Dad, I imagine you couldn't be prouder. Very happy, very happy. Congratulations. Folks, one more time, nice round of applause. Your 2019 four-cylinder pro champion is Dominic Currett. Locke, come on up here. We're going to have to start calling this race the Ryan Locke Invitational. 2 years in a row winning this race. Talk about your run.
Oh, that was a wild one. It was an emotional roller coaster. I don't know. I got really mad when they gave Paul Scally. I thought I lost the race there. He was wicked fast all day. He's faster than us even. And the car was set up really well by my dad and my grandfather, and I can't thank everybody enough.
How about chasing down your little brother early in the race? He got out to a big lead.
Oh my God, that was his race. Nobody was catching him. I feel so bad for him. I gotta go talk to him after this, but can't thank my sponsors, Chester General Store, Lock Crane Services, Shopman Equipment. Those guys are the best. They help us get us there. Thank you.
Awesome job. Second win of the season, second straight win in this 50-lapper. Nice round of applause for Ryan Locke.
Hi, I'm Sean Moody. We take pride in our facilities, and at Moody's, it's what's inside that matters. We believe it's more than just the exterior looking good, it's what's inside that matters. Restoring the structure of your vehicle to factory specs is critical to your safety. I'm proud of our Moody's co-worker owners who understand the importance of protecting a valuable asset. And we all know what our most valuable asset is. It's what's inside that matters.
Legendary race car driver Bentley Warren is putting Arundel on the map. When Bentley's Saloon opened in 2004, it was just a little bar room on the side of the road. Today we have a giant saloon with live music, dancing, and great food and drink indoors and out. We're always looking to meet new friends and have a good old time. There's always something exciting going on at Bentley's. That's why we like to say, who has more fun than us? We do!
Patman's Redemption and Agency Liquor Store is located at 95 Tanberg Trail in Windham, Maine. With over 400 feet of hard liquor and 15 doors of ice-cold beer and soda, Patman's can handle all of your beverage needs. And if it's wine on your agenda, we have over 300 varieties in stock. Then when the party's over, Patman's can handle all of your main returnables, and we welcome all bottle drives. And if you're late for the race, drop off the bottles and pick up the cash at your convenience.
Hey, this is Pat Man himself, just letting you know that Pat Man's is your one-stop shop for all your thirsty needs.
Well, as we wrap up this week's edition of Mainly Motorsports, one thing I just want to throw out there, it's the season. It's finishing up. Champions are being crowned. Guys are making plans for next year. Really exciting for what's going on. So support your racers, support your tracks, support your banquets, and I don't know. That's all I could say. So I hope you all enjoyed this week's episode. We're excited. Support the sponsors that support Mainly Motorsports, because without them, there'd be no us. And I know you'd all be okay, but it's still pretty cool to be able to tune in a little local TV show and see nephews, grandchildren, friends, neighbors, family, people you know, or just anything, showcased on television, and a little bit of extra plug to them. So support those guys, support all of us that support short track racing. So until next time, and maybe we'll get Amy. I gotta go find Amy. But we'll see you next time right here on Mainly Motorsports.
I got more than on the mind, sunshine in my brain, making everyone complain. Radio in the heart, don't be being so strange. Think I'm losing it, baby, where have you been? Everybody says that you're moving again. I don't wanna be right, baby, every single night. And I can tell you a thing about taking your time. It's making me nervous, yeah. One step at a time.